Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I echo her comments about what happened in Brussels, and she is right to point out that the sentiments of the British people are with those, the victims there. It is important that we should be alert but not alarmed, and recognise the ongoing work that our police and domestic services take to make sure that we are all safe. Can I also start by paying tribute to Milburn Tolbert, who retires as Deputy Principal Doorkeeper today. I know he will be much missed, including from his role in the parliamentary choir. His dulcet tones, I believe, echoing out across the chapel and many concert halls. I think I first met Milburn and his lovely wife, Christine, back in 2003 at a garden party, and as his wife is a senior county councillor in Lincolnshire, and he was rightly supporting her. After his service in the armed forces, his service to this House, and his dedication to democracy, I really wish Milburn well in the next stage of his life. Mr. Speaker, I welcome the Honourable Ladies to their places. The Honourable Lady opposite her constituency mine have similar attributes in that we have along the coast. Fishing is important, and green energy offers a vibrant future. While she has not yet knocked the Honourable Member for Rhondda off his perch, she has shown she is a dab hand at the dispatch box. That said, Mr. Speaker, as the Honourable Lady is in the hostile gang, and it seems that the Honourable Member for Rhondda has been neutered, she will have to put her skates on to get back in the good books of Captain Birdseye. But what a week it has been. Far from dismal, Mr. Speaker. We've had a turbocharged budget, backing businesses of all sizes, the front line of the economy, providing work to millions more people. I'm sure she will welcome the fact that over 600,000 businesses will no longer pay business rates from 2017, over 70,000 of which are from Yorkshire and Humber. Meanwhile, the Labour Party is between a rock and a hard place, floundering to get off the hook of the fact that they left office with the largest deficit ever. After 6 years of progress, my right honourable friends, the Prime Minister and the Chancellor, have navigated through choppy waters with a steady hand on the tiller. We have weathered the storms, and while there are still storm plans ahead, our long-term economic plan means we are shipshape to reach a safe harbour of economic security, living within our means, and working towards tackling the deficit that was at risk of dragging down the country. The Honourable Lady asked several questions, and of course she can use their opposition day to debate some of those matters. But when we come to the issue about PIP and disabilities, I strongly want to say that we are a one-nation government who wants to support everyone to achieve their full potential and live independent lives. In the last 12 months alone, 152,000 more disabled people have moved into work, and that represents real lives transformed as we help people with disabilities and health conditions to move into work and benefit from all the advantages that brings. Dare I say it, even though Labour had the largest peacetime deficit ever, I should remind honourable members that spending on those with disabilities or health conditions will be higher in every year to 2020 than in 2010. But as my right honourable friend told the House on Monday, the government will not be going ahead with the changes to PIP. We have no plans for further wealth savings over and above those we had already announced, and we have legislated to deliver the £12 billion of savings promised in our manifesto, including those made in a fortnight ago in the Welfare Reform Act. We are committed to ensuring disabled people live their lives free from discrimination, and that's why we've also strengthened the Equality Act to create a level playing field and ensure that the law properly protects them. She refers to the tampon tax, and I will give due credit to the Honourable Lady for Dewsbury. Now, I'll let you into a secret, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Lady and I had a bit of a back and forth on Twitter, but I'm pleased that what has happened is that the government has successfully negotiated, with prompting, I'm not denying that, and to ensure that we have a zero rate for, and I'm hoping that will be introduced in legislation in due course. In regards to immigration and the refugee children, everybody is moved by the situation there, but I strongly support the policy undertaken by this government of taking the most vulnerable people direct from camps in the affected in the countries surrounding Syria. I think that's the right approach to do. She will be aware that since the decisions were made early in the year, late last year, that actually the United Kingdom has welcomed over 1,000 people from Syrian refugees, and I'm very pleased that the communities have done their best to make sure that these people who are vulnerable are made to feel welcome in the United Kingdom. In regards to energy security, well, we have just had energy questions, and she refers to EDF and Hinkley. I happen to have Sizewell in my constituency, Mr. Speaker, and I hope that Sizewell C will follow Hinckley C, but I can assure her that my right honourable friend, the Prime Minister, as well as the Energy Ministers, are continuing to have these discussions with the people at the highest level in the French Government. Well, Mr Speaker, it has been quite a week, and many MPs found some pre-recess fun at the British Kebab Awards last night. I might put in a plug for the Tiffin Cup, which is being promoted by the Honourable Member for Leicester. But the people who found fun were also the Leader of the Opposition, who, dare I say it, after being skewered at PMQs yesterday, may have been looking for some donors, but instead he found plenty of donners. Mr Speaker, I hope that all members enjoy their Easter recess. They are very welcome to come and visit the villages and towns in Suffolk Coastal, spending lots of money when they do, and I know that there are members of the Labour Party who do that. They need to recharge their batteries, as when we come back, we will have a full agenda of legislation to progress, including the finance bill, further cementing this government's long-term economic plan. Yeah.